So there's been someone here over the past 2 months that has spoken that you've gone, wow, I'd really love that job, or I'd really love to be up here talking about that, or I'd really love my own business, or anything that that's really hit you that you thought that was a really cool thing. And what we're going to do today is create and design your dream career destination. So not the path, but a point in time, whether it's 2, 3 or 4 or 5 years down the track, that you can wake up and go, wow, I've gotten to where I want to be and this is fantastic. I'm really enjoying this today. So I'm just going to start asking you some questions, and what I'd love you to do is to start writing down what you think what that day is. It could be a weekend, it could be a weekday, but if you were going to wake up in 2, 3 or 4 or 5 years' time, and this is great because everything's working the way you want it to work. So the first thing I'm going to ask is, where are you? Are you at home? Are you at work? Are you on a plane? Are you overseas? Just somewhere in the future you'd think, if I'm waking up here today, I'm going to be really happy. Are you in your own house that you've bought? Are you checking your emails on your BlackBerry because you're a managing director? Just what's a day if you woke up tomorrow, or 5 years, 2, 3 years down the track, that you'd be really happy? And what is it that you're going to do today? How's your day going to start? Are you going to go to yoga? Are you excited because you're about to do a big presentation to the board? Are you in a team meeting? Are you holding a team meeting? So you're a manager and you've got a team that you're going in to work with. Are you going in for a job interview at a company that you really want to work for? Are you at a trade event? Are you at ITB in Berlin, or are you... Where is it that you're at? And who are you with? Are you by yourself? Are you with a manager? Are you with your family? Are you with your husband? Are you with your wife? Have you just had a baby? So really just start thinking even just bigger than your career right now as well. And are you in a job in a big company? Is it a small company? Are you working with people, or are you preferring to work by yourself? Do you have your own business? Is it your own business? And here's a good one. How much money are you earning? How much money do you want to be earning? And how much money do you have in the bank as well? And if you've got a holiday coming up, where are you going? Is it somewhere you've been before that you always go to? Somewhere new you haven't yet been in the world? And if it's a weekday, what have you got coming up on the weekend? And here's another question. Who are your mentors? Who's somebody that you can call up if you want to have a chat about where it is that you're going? Are you in an office? Are you out of an office as well? If it's your own company, what vision do you have for it? Where is it going? Is it helping people? Is it helping other businesses do better? Is it starting up a new ITO or a new online company? Are you building a website? And here's a one, who's talking about you? Who's saying that you're doing really well? Is it your customers? Is it your employees? Is it your contacts in the industry? And what charities are you supporting, or what things are you helping to better yourself and either your community or the people around you? What if any university courses are you applied for, or have you just graduated from your masters, or are you looking into courses? Is your business winning any awards because it's just done really well as a new thing? Are you up getting an award? Are you the next young YATEC achiever? Are you Yeah. Have you ticked off more countries that you'd like to go and travel to? Are you still with your current company as well? Is there a manager's job or a business development role job or somebody at the moment who's doing a role that you'd really love to get to one day when they get promoted or move on to something different? Are you the next Managing Director of Tourism Australia? And I guess the last question is just, what are you doing that you're really enjoying in life? What is it that you really, it might not necessarily be your job, but what's really happening for you that you're enjoying? Is it a bigger group of new friends? Is it painting a house that you've just bought? What is it that you really love to do, knowing that this is actually going to be something that gets you out of bed today? Yeah, so what I guess, just what that is right there, that's a blank piece of canvas saying the life of blah. And my intention for you today is just to start that, and the more you can sort of know that that's there that you can add to as you go through the next few months talking to people, it'll really help you just decide where it is you're going, as opposed to just feeling like life's happening to you. People are sort of giving you stuff and it's not actually quite what you want, but you don't quite know what it is that you want. The more you can work out what it is that you enjoy, the more successful you're going to be, shorter at actually achieving that. So we're just going to leave that there for the moment. We'll come back to that in a minute. The other point I did just want to touch on here is we're in the industry of obviously tourism and travel and promoting the world and different bits and pieces, and if this element probably hasn't come into what you were thinking of, you might actually like to add it at the end of today as well. But this is a new tourist business that's I think it's the south of Indonesia at the moment, and it's, well, the Java Sea Charters is the company. And what they've developed is their very first build your own reef weekend. So this is taking obviously one of our biggest problems that we're facing at the moment, that natural parts of the world are falling away, and we've got issues about global warming and things like that, and they've decided to build a tourist attraction where people come and build and plant parts of the reef again. So I wanted to give you that idea just today, just to think, nothing like this yet is being done in Australia, and we have a lot of senior executive managements out there that are designing strategies, thinking of all these ways to reduce carbon emissions, but I honestly think it's actually us, you people here in the room, and a whole bunch of other people that are around our area that have had a few years' experience, potentially frustrated with the fact that there's no real path where they're going on their careers. But it's actually time for us, I think, to step up and start thinking. Everybody in this room has the ability to start a business if they have the right skills and the right tools. Everybody in this room has the ability to be a managing director of a company and say, our business is this, we're going to extend it to do something like this. I mean, you'll know from World Nomads when we spoke about innovation, they're selling insurance, but all their focus at the moment isn't on how they're marketing insurance, it's actually about what they're doing to better the people around them and their community around them, and that's actually what's getting them the business. So thinking about those sort of things in terms of your own companies, your own life, where it is that you actually are seeing opportunities as you leave here today in your daily lives that you actually have the ability to make a difference. And I think everybody in this room does, whether it be working for an ITO, a supplier, and just to really note that it's going to be companies like this that are the successful ones in the future. And that's actually going to be at a time when you've all stepped up to be managers. So starting to think about this now, I think, is going to be really important for everybody here, particularly in the Australian tourism industry.